Class 12th, Subject Physics, first chapter, Rotational Dynamics. From the chapter, let us see the point, conical pendulum. A tiny mass called as bob connected to a long, flexible, massless and inextensible string and suspended to a rigid support is called as a pendulum. If the string oscillates in a single vertical plane, then the pendulum is called as simple pendulum. That is, if this is the tiny mass called as bob is carried by this string, then it will act as a pendulum. And if this mass oscillates between these two extreme positions, then this pendulum will act as the simple pendulum. Now we have to consider here the conical pendulum. If the string is revolved such that it revolves along the surface of a right circular cone of vertical axis and the point object performs a uniform horizontal circular motion, then the system is called as the conical pendulum. Therefore, in case of conical pendulum, first of all, this mass will be displaced from its vertical position to position B, and then it is revolved along this circular path. So in this case, this bob will perform uniform circular motion along the circumference of this circular path. At the same time, this string will now trace the conical shape, and hence this total system will act as the conical pendulum. Let M be the mass of the bob and L be the length of the string. So here M is the mass of the bob and L is the length of the string. Now when the bob is at point B, when that bob is at this point B, the forces acting on it are, first one, that is weight of the bob mg, weight of the bob mg. So at this position B, the weight of this bob will be mg, which is acting in the vertically downward direction. Now the second force is the tension in the string T0. So tension in the string T0 will be directed towards the point of suspension along the length of the string, and therefore here that bob will be acted upon by two forces, weight of it mg directed downwards and T0 as the tension in the string directed towards the point of suspension. Then let r be the radius of the circle and theta be the angle made by the string, that is the length of the string with the vertical. So in this case, r is the radius of this circular path and theta is the angle made by the length of the string with this vertical. Now the force T0 acting along the length of the string is resolved into two components. T0 will be resolved into two components such as T0 sin theta and T0 cos theta. So this T0, that force will be resolved into two perpendicular components, T0 sin theta and T0 cos theta. Now this vertical will be parallel to this force. When it is resolved, these two lines will be parallel and this will be the intersection of these two lines, and therefore as this angle is theta, this angle will be theta because it is alternate angles, and therefore now T0 sin theta which is directed along the radius and towards the center of the circular path, therefore it will provide the centripetal force for the circular motion of that bob, and therefore T0 sin theta equal to centripetal force, that is mr omega square, equation number 1. While another component T0 cos theta, this component T0 cos theta which is directed upwards in the opposite direction of mg, it will balance mg, and therefore T0 cos theta equal to mg, equation number 2. Now dividing equation 1 by 2, we will get T0 sin theta upon T0 cos theta equal to mr omega square upon mg. On right side mm will get cancelled, on left side T0 will get cancelled, and therefore sin theta upon cos theta equal to r omega square upon g. Therefore omega square will be equal to g sin theta upon r cos theta, or taking square root, omega equal to square root of g sin theta upon r cos theta. This will be the expression for omega. Now from figure we have sin theta equal to r by l. From figure, if you consider this triangle ACB, then from this will be considered as arc, and therefore here sin theta from this triangle, sin theta will be equal to opposite side upon hypotenuse, that is r by l, and therefore we will get sin theta equal to r by l, therefore r is equal to l sin theta. Then if t is the period of revolution of the bob, if t is the period of revolution of the bob, that is the time taken by that bob to complete one revolution, then we know the formula omega equal to 2 pi upon t. So that will be equal to square root of g sin theta upon L sin theta into cos theta. This is the value of r. So that we will get sin theta cancel, and therefore square root of g upon L cos theta, that will be the value of omega. Therefore period t will be equal to 2 pi into square root of L cos theta upon g, equation number 3. So this equation gives the period of conical pendulum. Now the frequency of revolution of that bob, that is the reciprocal of period of revolution of the bob, n is equal to 1 by t, that will be equal to 1 upon 2 pi square root of g upon L cos theta, equation number 4. This equation gives the frequency of revolution of that conical pendulum.